Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new, my name is Jill. I'm a mom of 3. Life is usually pretty busy, and I just do little things at a time whenever I can. I love making homemade meals, keeping up with our home the best that I can, and sharing real life mom life here on this channel. Cleaning, cooking, and just everyday things that fill our days. So what I'm doing is usually what I'm able to film in the middle of it all. In today's video, it's just a few hours of simple homemaking. I'm starting out by roasting and pureeing some pumpkin for the baby. I still have several pumpkins left from the fall that I really need to use up, so I figured what better way than to turn them into homemade baby food. It feels good not letting them go to waste, and it's such an easy way to have something healthy on hand for the baby. So I'm getting these cut up and put into the oven to roast. So while the pumpkin's cooking, I realize my freezer is way overdue for some attention. Honestly, I don't even know the last time I cleaned it out. It's probably been over a year. Things have just been shoved in there, and I've gotten to the point where I can't find anything without digging. So I decided today is the day. I need to get it all cleaned out, and I have a few extra minutes. I've been challenging myself this past month to do as little grocery shopping as possible and really use what we already have. And the only way that works is if I can actually see what's in the freezer. So once I started pulling everything out, I found a few things that I completely forgot I even had. Isn't that always how it goes? It actually felt really satisfying to wipe everything down, toss what needed to go, and organize it into ways that make sense. So first I'm giving you a look at the messy freezer. I'm trying to work as quickly as possible since it is frozen food. So I'm getting everything taken out. I'll set it on the counter and organize it here in just a couple minutes, and then while that's sitting there, I'm wiping everything down. So I'm trying to work really fast. Okay, now that I've gotten the freezer completely emptied out and wiped down really well, here's a good look at everything that was inside. I'm going to start putting everything back and getting it all organized. I really love using the bins in the freezer. They just make everything so much easier to manage. Instead of digging through a big pile of frozen foods stacked on top of each other, I can just pull a bin out and see what's exactly inside and grab what I need. It makes it feel so much more functional, and it really helps me waste less food because I can actually see what we have. I try to organize everything into categories to make it a little easier to manage. The first bin is mostly meats, chicken, ground beef, bacon, just different things like that. Like pretty much anything I would pull out to use for dinners. Another bin has desserts, some popsicles, fruit, and just some of those little extra things. And then the very bottom bin, I do have a little bit of chicken in there because it just wouldn't fit in the others, but it's mostly vegetables. It's definitely not 100% perfect, but it's close enough to make it way more functional for me. And honestly, that's what matters most to me. If I can open the freezer, quickly see what we have without digging through everything, then I consider that's a win. Simple systems just make busy mom life so much easier. so glad I finally got this done. I honestly don't even know how long it's been, but it was definitely way overdue. It feels so much better opening the freezer now and seeing it clean and organized instead of chaotic. Okay, now I'm moving back over to finish up the pumpkins. They're done roasting and smell so good. I'm just going to let them cool for a few minutes so I don't burn my hand. Then I'll start scraping out all the seeds and separating the pulp. Once I have all that scooped into a container, I'll use my immersion blender to puree it until it's nice and smooth. I love doing it this way because it's so simple and I can make a big batch at once to keep on hand for the baby. It's such an easy little homemaking task that feels really rewarding, knowing exactly what's in her food. Okay, I'm finishing up today's video by making some split pea soup for dinner. This is such a simple soup that I can throw together in the Instapot and have ready without a lot of effort. It comes together really quickly and it's perfect for using up ingredients I already have on hand. Like I've mentioned, I'm really trying to clear out our pantry and our freezer instead of running to the store. So this was a great way to use what we had. It was just so comforting to have a pot of soup simmering while everything else is winding down for the day. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, cleaning out my freezer, roasting the pumpkins, and just doing a little homemaking together. I hope this video gave you some encouragement or motivation to tackle something in your own home, even if it's just one small thing. I'm so grateful you're here and I hope to see you again in the next one.